Hey everybody, Brett from AstartesGaming here, back with another episode of our Battletech Let's Play. So we're still in pre-release mode here. The game is not out for another couple of days, but we're going to keep playing through the campaign anyways. So, we have a couple of things queued up right now. We've got mech repairs happening, we've got people injured, and we have some refits, being taken care of as well. So, we need to advance the timeline a little bit. Let's go ahead and pause, or unpause, excuse me.
Out of cash.
Oh, okay, well, I would love to jump into another mission, but we just aren't quite ready yet. So, anyways, let's keep moving. We do have most of the funds they gave us to start with. It looks like our expenses, is that our expenses right there? I'm not sure. I'm sure we'll find out, though. Anyways, yeah, until our mechs and stuff are repaired and people are no longer injured, we can't exactly jump into another mission. So, we'll give it a little bit of time. And, okay, the blackjack is all done. Let's jump back into the mech bay. Alright, so, the blackjack looks to be ready to fight. How are repairs going on the Vindicator? Is it going to tell me? Let's see, is there a tooltip? No. Task is in progress, though, so we'll just have to wait it out. 27 days. Well, that's a bit of an issue, isn't it? Can I... Yeah, we'll have to manage those and see if I can maybe prioritize one thing over another. And let's see... You're still under repair as well. I'd really hate to have to deploy under strength, but we may not have a choice. I mean, we could always run with the Locust, but I do not like that idea. The thing is just too tiny. I mean, at least we have the Shadowhawk, though. Right, so let's manage tasks. Definitely want the Vindicator getting done before the Spider. So, yeah, we'll close that. Not that the Spider is not important, but the Vindicator is a little bit more so. And will we survive that long? Financial reports in 24 days. So I think we can afford to burn a little bit more time, maybe until, like, Behemoth is back. And we can deploy, like, 3 Big Mechs, and we can run the Locust. What is this? Unfieldable, okay. Oh, because we took the weapons off of it. So we'd have to refit it really quickly if we wanted to run it. But we could probably get by with just the 3. They were the ones doing all the heavy lifting anyways. So let's go a little bit further in here. And... oh, Shakedown. Okay. You're on the Leopard's Bridge with Sumir, Yang, and Darius for the daily staff briefing. Darius says, we've received 3 messages from the banks. Loan sharks, Sumir cuts in. From the people who are financing us, Darius continues. They're considering rewriting the terms of our loan so it'll be easier to seize this ship if we miss a payment. As usual, they're only doing this because they believe we can't fight it in court. How would we educate the banks about their mistakes exactly? Huh. I don't know that sweet-talking us is going to get very far. They don't seem to take us seriously, and that's not going to necessarily help. Ignoring them might not be such a bad idea, but obviously things get worse for us. So, I'm kind of curious to see what this does. I'll deal with it, you say. Later you record a response. In it, you sternly remind your lien holders that as financial institutions operating on Detroit 3, they must abide by local contract law. You even cite the relevant sections of legal code from memory. Then you point out that as you've kept records of all payments and correspondence concerning the loans, you'll be able to demonstrate in court that their proposed revisions to the agreed upon terms would represent such a gross violation of the law that you would undoubtedly be awarded a second dropship at the bank's expense. Once the camera is off, Samir says, there's no way they push you on this. Too bad. I like to see loan sharks grovel. Your company has gained the following tags. Loan status fair. Okay, cool. So that worked out. That worked out nicely. What does this entail exactly? Company's credit is currently rated as fair by the bank's financing the Leopard. which should at least deter them from sending bounty hunters after you. So we're in like okay status, but not great. Let's keep things moving. We've got 11 more days until Behemoth is back in action, and about a week until the Vindicator is up and running again. And both of those should come in well before our financial report. You keep reminding me, but we haven't spent a dime. We still have all 434 of the funds that we, well, not all of it. We did spend a little bit, but we started with like 500 something, so at most we've spent like 100,000, but we're not actually losing money right now. I don't think we will until the financial report comes around, and then we have to pay that 261,000. At least that's my assumption. So yeah, I'm not sure why he keeps reminding me. Alright, so Behemoth is back in action. Decker's still out for quite a while, as is the Spider, but we've got our 3 big mechs up and running, and we've also got all of our mech warriors ready to fight, except for Decker. Alright, let's see. Does anybody have XP to spend?
What can I do for you?
Actually, you do. May as well give you a point in piloting.
Mech warrior training complete.
Okay. And let's see, did anybody else have enough for a level up? Doesn't look like it.
Ready for orders.
Yes, Commander.
Okay. Right, so back to the mech bay. We've got 3 mechs ready for deployment and 1 in the shop. I think we'll be okay running these. I'm kind of curious what the paint jobs on the Blackjack look like. That one's actually pretty cool. Still digging the first one. Although none of these are bad. I like the colors that we chose. That one's pretty cool too. A little bit more white on that one. I kind of like the original here. With it almost looks like it's maybe not flames, but it's supposed to have like a rough look to it. I like that one, and I liked this one. Let's run this one for now, and we can always switch back to the other. And then on the Vindicator, let's play with this one a little bit. That one's like camouflage or something. It's kind of difficult to tell in these menus because you can't like zoom or pan around the mech, so you just have to kind of take it at face value from the front. Let's roll with this one, and again, we can always change it later. So, let's look at contracts. We had one available to us last time, this asset retrieval. Maximum salvage is 2 out of 10. This should be fairly easy, and it'll pay us just under 80,000. So we're going to have to do this again with only 3 mechs, but I think we'll be fine. So let's negotiate. Alright, so we've heard you're a competent mercenary. We've been having some trouble lately, and if you can resolve it for us, we'll ensure you're paid well. If not, so be it. How do I know the likelihood of success here? Oh, so that's maximum. Got it. So I can either have all the pay and none of the salvage, or... Man, that's pretty steep. I think I'd rather just have the money. Like 1 out of 4, 0 out of 2? I'm a bit confused as to what those numbers mean. And there's no tooltip for that, unfortunately. So, does that mean like I don't know what? I guess let's read this. Oh, perfect. The first value, priority salvage, is the number of items you may choose from all the available loot on the battlefield. The second value is the total number of items you'll receive, whether the remainder chosen or with the remainder chosen at random. Okay, so that's what it is. If we did minimum payment, we would get 2 priority and then 10 normal. If we did this one, we would get no priority and 2 normal. I'm wondering if it's worth taking a slight pay cut for a bit of salvage, like a bit of priority salvage. I'm going to do it. I'm going to be a little bit cheeky here and take a little less money for maybe rolling the dice on getting a good mech part or something.
By your command.
Alright, so we're on our way there. We're going to burn a little bit of time on the way. Actually, had I known that it was going to actually count those days, I probably would have jumped on this a little bit sooner. Alright, well, we're here. Okay. It didn't give me a chance to look at those menus. I'm pretty impressed with this, though. It's cool that we can actually interact with all these things. Like, when we docked, there was a hiring hall and a store that we were able to go into. Now, because we're on this mission, it didn't give me a chance to actually do that. But, yeah, we can jump into these. Alright, so, right, we're going to pay that $262,000. And we'll have not quite enough left for another payment, unfortunately. So we need to start making money. Let's see, next month's expense level options. We can do normal for roughly the same. We will not take any morale hits there. We could lower it, and that's going to do a -2 to our morale. Be a little bit restrictive. But that would be a lot easier to make the payment on. I'm wondering if it's worth doing this just for now, just until we're, you know, up and running. Then we can go back to normal and start working our way up. I think I'm going to do that. I don't tend to use the morale very often anyways. So I think going down to 23 versus 25 is not that big a deal. Let's see. What's in the hiring hall here? There's a couple other people. We've already got enough, so I'm not going to sweat it. So 2 more days. I guess we may as well just advance then. Do I need to assign like who's in what mech? This is all a bit new to me. Storage. I don't think I do. Yeah, so let's just keep moving. I'm pretty sure it'll give us like a loadout screen before we jump in.
Our nest egg is just about gone, Commander.
Yeah. I know we're broke. You know what? I might hang out there for 2 days just to get the spider back in. I think that would be pretty useful. Because it's only 1 more day now, so I think that'll be worth it. Ready to proceed with our current contract? Not yet. Let's wait a day. Then I can deploy 4 mechs.
I wrapped up that job you asked for, Commander.
Cool. Alright, let's go ahead and launch. So, we're going to deploy the Blackjack. How do we do this? Let's see. Let's drop you in there. And where is Viking? Since it's your Blackjack, we'll have you pilot it, even though I want to get him a better mech. Then we'll drop in the big guy, the Shadowhawk, and that's Behemoth's mech, so we'll throw her in that one. Then, of course, the Vindicator. That one is Glitch's mech. And then finally the Spider. And let's see. I believe Medusa was the one that we were considering for that spot, because he has very high piloting, which will benefit or be beneficial in that lighter mech. So we'll do that. He's got initiative 4, everybody else is initiative 3. Drop tonnage is 175. I don't know. Let's see. The higher the contract's difficulty rating, the more drop tonnage is recommended. Alright, so we've got two full symbols, whatever that is. The difficulty here is a half skull, so I think we're over strength. We'll certainly see, though. Commander, the target location is likely to be well defended. We need to move up, get eyes on location, and neutralize any enemy forces. Once we've secured the SLDF tech, the Leopard will extract us at this LZ. Best of luck, Commander. Oliveira out. Alright, here we go.
Let's make snowmen.
Oh, God. Who was that? Was that Glitch or Behemoth? Or actually, no, it's the chick on the ship, right? I don't remember her name. I'd like to pretend it's one of our mech pilots, though. So, we're headed this way. We want to scout that out. I'll probably send Medusa and the Spider ahead to get a better look at it. We'll probably go this way and then up on there? I don't even know if we need to necessarily do that. We could get maybe Behemoth up here in the Spider Hawk. And that would be a good point for her to fire down into this from. But obviously, you know, he's going to be our scout. That's his job, so. Move up. Viking, let's get you. Let's go over here or something. Going to spread out a little bit. We'll send the big guy down the middle. or the big girl. And Glitch, you can take up the left flank.
Don't need to tell me twice.
Don't want to split up our forces too much because obviously we don't want to get isolated and taken out. But we want to make sure that, you know, we're not all going to get ambushed in the same area. So just going to get a little bit of spacing here. And we'll make sure we're covering all of our sectors too. Or at least we'll kind of take care of all the forward ones. Let's put you kind of like that spot, but you might have better eyes from there. Oh, we got contacts. What is it? Still can't see it. Alright, well, Behemoth, keep pushing up.
Location.
And Glitch, go to there.
I read you, Commander. Moving out.
Let's see. Oh, they might be deploying some stuff at us from over here as well. Okay, enemy turn. What are they going to do? I think we're just dealing with like tanks and stuff here. Nothing too bad. Maybe some little strikers. Oh, no, that's a mech. Alright, so Medusa's up first. Let's see. I could retreat you a little bit. That might be wise, because you're kind of ahead of everybody. So, yeah, let's put you in cover there.
Roger.
And I wish you had like an Overwatch or something. Yeah, unfortunately he doesn't. So we'll just put him in brace stance. Wait, he'll take less damage if he gets hit. We do have a bogey coming in from the west. It looks to be a small vehicle though. So we'll want to make sure we deal with that. In fact, Glitch, you're going to be the first one it interacts with. So let's get you moving in that direction. But I'll have you face this way so that you can target the mech down there as well. But you'll be pretty effective in high ground anyways, so that'll work out. What do we got? Another spider. 30% chance to hit on the PPC. You would think it'd be better than that, given that this is a very long-range weapon. But unfortunately, no such luck. And then the long-range missiles are not going to be too much more accurate either. I'm actually going to skip the PPC because 30% chance to hit with 40 heat doesn't seem worth it. Alright, so we did a little bit there. Alright, and again, we don't know what that is yet. I'm going to assume mostly small vehicles here, but again, we have no idea until we engage. How far can you move to there? Yeah, just push all the way up. Actually, where's Viking? Right there. Let's move Viking instead. He actually can't move very far. Screw it. Do Behemoth then. Behemoth, get to here, and then we'll have you use your LRMs. I think she has LRMs. She's got something that can fire indirectly. Yeah, LRM 5s. So we're going to drop some of those in over the top on the Spider, the Striker. I'd rather have a direct shot on the Striker because they can be a little bit resilient. Let's try to chip away at the Spider instead.
Locking on target.
And it didn't do much, although it did get rid of some of his evasion. Alright, Viking's turn. I don't think you're going to be able to hit anybody from there, so we're going to have you sprint as far ahead as you can. That looks like a good spot. We'll try to get him set up in here somewhere where he can fire down from the cliffs. Alright, so Striker's moving up. We'll probably take a little bit of fire this time. Most likely on Medusa there. A couple of minor hits, nothing big. Alright, Medusa.
Yeah.
Let's see. What do we want to do with you? You do have the 2 medium lasers. The question is that going to be enough? No, don't melee attack it. Really? You can't see him? It's a bit odd. Guess I have to move you forward. That's still technically cover, so we'll do that. And then go ahead and light him up with your 2 lasers. Probably not going to be enough for the kill, but at least we'll soften him up. Oh no, we got him. Nice. I think that's going to be one of his main roles. Since he doesn't have a lot of firepower, we'll have this spider focusing on the smaller stuff for the most part. And then the occasional like jump jet ambush or death from above. But that way I don't have to focus my bigger guns on vehicles that, you know, could easily be taken out with smaller stuff. Let's see. If you were to fire straight from there, do you have a decent shot? We do need to keep in mind... Oh, it's down here. I thought it was up here based on the way it was moving, but no, it's down there. That's a better chance, so we'll use the PPC this time.
Special delivery.
And it still missed. So that's a whole lot of heat for nothing. We did expose the structure though, so that will mean that our next shot's going to be a lot more effective. Gonna need to keep an eye on her heat though. Although in this environment it doesn't seem to be building up very quickly. It's so cold outside, I guess we're just not building up heat. I'm cool with that. Let's see. Behemoth. That's a galleon. Let's get you into cover there. Yeah, move here.
Affirmative.
And it will not let me split fire, unfortunately. So, do we go all in on the spider, or do we deal with the galleon first? I say let's go all in here. We're going to do everything. Again, heat doesn't seem to be as much of an issue on this map. So, aside from ammo, there's not a whole lot of concern with firing everything. We are firing through cover here, though, so it'll be a little bit less effective. But it appears not to have mattered. We completely destroyed his right arm. Did quite a bit of damage to other parts of it, and it looks like he'll probably be down on the next hit. Is that a... yeah, vehicle. Another galleon. And he's going to shoot the spider for pretty minimal damage. Okay, so Viking. Keep moving up. Let's get you to there. And I think we'll have you finish off their spider. Question is, how much is too much? Like, do I need all those medium lasers? I don't know that I do. Let's get rid of 2 of them. I'll probably live to regret this, but I don't think we need the full firepower. You know what? They don't lose ammo or anything, so I think if anything, let's ditch the AC2s and just do 4 medium lasers.
Engaging target.
And there it goes. I was a bit nervous there. It almost looked like it wasn't going to go down, but we did just enough to destroy it. Alright, Medusa. You could go melee that thing. I don't know if you're going to have enough strength to kill it outright, but you can try.
On my way.
It'd be nice if you could one-shot this thing. One would think that, yeah, a melee from a mech that much bigger than a tank would be pretty effective.
Vehicle trashed.
So down he goes, or it goes. And then this galleon's going to move up and probably take a shot at his back armor. Oh, no, it's going to go after the Shadowhawk. A little bit of damage there. Nothing too bad. Alright, so... Behemoth, do you want to just, like, nuke that thing? You know what? I'm going to have you sprint forward. Because I want to keep some support with him, so I need you moving up to, like, there.
Understood. Moving fast.
And as Viking pushes along this ridge, he should be able to just kind of turn to his left and nuke this thing real quick. Alright. So let's see. How far can you move? Not very. And interestingly, it looks like that's the furthest you can move and still have a shot. For whatever reason, we can't fire from there. So we're going to go from here. Still no heat, so yeah, I think we can ignore it this time. Give it, yeah, give it all 4 lasers. Perfect, just enough to destroy it. Trying to rein in the overkill a little bit. Conserve ammo and all that. Not that we had any risk of running out of ammo last time. Oh, cool, we're out of combat, so...
Waiting on you, Commander.
You have jump jets, right? Yeah. In that case, I'm going to have you sprint up here. I want to kind of scout this out. And we'll just have her jump with the jump jets down to there when she's done. Viking, let's push you up to cover right there. Behemoth, let's make sure you're in cover. How about like that?
Heading out.
Oh, I actually meant to get her up there, didn't I? Oh well. And let's see. Medusa, why don't you run inside and see what's going on? Hold this location until our people can grab the asset. Oh, so we have to defend it.
The asset is in hand, Commander. Good work.
Oh, okay. Apparently we only had to hold it for like 2 seconds. All targets eliminated. Sit tight and I can collect you from where you are at right now. Okay. Alright, so objective complete. We were successful there. I'm kind of regretting my choice about payment, or at least terms of payment last time, or earlier, not last time, because I don't know that there's much salvage for us to get here. They only had 1 mech. But at least we're getting paid. So everybody gets 400 XP across the board, no injuries, no damage that we can't just kind of patch back up. And let's see, potential salvage. So I get to choose 3 of them. Right? So I get to pick 1. After choosing priority items, you will receive up to 3 pieces. Oh, but those are random, right? So do I want the LRM-10? An assortment of lasers. Short-range missiles, long-range ammo. I think I'm going to take this guy. And whatever else we get. Actually, let's look at just like strictly value. So yeah, that is the most valuable. It looks like they are sorted by value. Or I could take this. So partial salvage of this mech. I believe the way this works is you need like whatever this number is. So if we were able to get 3 partial mech salvages of this particular mech, we would be able to assemble a full one. The question is that worth it? That is worth quite a bit of money, so we could maybe look at just selling it. That might be the best way to go, because I think we already have an LRM-10. So I don't know that I need another, and if I'm going strictly on net worth, this could be sold to help us with our debts, whereas, you know, that could be sold too, but not for nearly as much. So yeah, I'm going to take the partial mech salvage. And let's see, we got 2 small lasers and some LRM ammo. Alright, so that's kind of an interesting little system. It makes you sort of wager on, you know, what you're going to be up against, because obviously you stand to gain a lot more from the salvage when you are fighting mechs. Whereas if you end up running into a bunch of tanks and stuff, you're probably not going to benefit nearly as much. And so that time I sort of gambled, and it ended up paying off, because if we're able to sell that mech salvage, I'll end up making a lot more than I would have gotten from the pay. So I think it's probably worth always going for at least 1 priority salvage, because as long as you face a single mech, chances are you'll be able to get something from that. Anyways, let's jump into the mech bay, and we'll see if we can liquidate that piece. So components. Where would that be under? This one. Okay. So how would we go about selling this? Can we go about selling it? I don't know, to be honest. It's possible that we can't until we build it into a full mech. But that's fine. I mean, it would be kind of nice to have an extra spider laying around, just in case. Especially since they're not very resilient, so they would take a lot of damage. It could be worth selling this, then. The question is, how much will we get? That's not nearly as much as I would have hoped. But I don't really plan on using it, and we already stripped it. So maybe I will. And then we'll keep working toward getting another spider. Whether we keep it or salvage it too will remain to be seen, but I'm okay with that. So, what do we have next? Let's look at other available contracts. We've got two this time, a patrol and a logistics-based capture. In both cases, we're looking at the same difficulty. The pay on these is considerably better. But again, we want to be looking at potential salvage too. So, I'm not sure which one of these we want to do. Does it give me any indication? It does, okay. This contract includes travel to Detroit. I wish they used a different name. I mean, I know they're taking from the Battletech lore, but like, it's really hard for me to separate the Detroit in this universe from the Detroit in, you know, my universe. Anyways, 17 days of travel on that one. This one doesn't appear to have any. Maybe it's in the same area, so I'm more inclined to take this one, I think. Yeah, let's do that. Alright, so how do we want to handle this? Interesting, so there's all sorts of sliders happening here. I can do like partial pay, no rep bonus, and a little bit of salvage, or I could do half pay. Is that half, or is it a little bit more than half? It's close enough. Do we need rep? It's a tough call, like what you want to balance these with. I think rep is going to be important, so we should probably try to get a little bit. Salvage is nice too, though, especially if we're going to be going up against any sort of mechs. And we definitely want to get paid. So maybe this is the best way to balance it out. Although, again, potentially, we could just go all in for salvage. Because, you know, hold on. Let's go to the mech bay real quick. I want to see what just like a regular component salvage is for. So like if we were to sell an AC2, can we sell them? Can we not sell them? I don't really see an option for it. It's much more straightforward with the mechs, isn't it? It's just this button right here. So maybe we can't sell this stuff? In that case, it's less useful. So we would want to take the money up front. I guess that sort of balances it out. Because then you would just always take salvage, wouldn't you? I think I'll go with my initial plan where we'll take about half pay and a little bit of everything. So we'll go here. Yeah, that works. Alright, we're deploying straight in. We're going to go with the same team here, so Viking, Behemoth, Glitch, and Medusa. Probably should have looked for level ups there, but I don't think we had any available. Everybody had spent most of theirs. Either way, we'll definitely have some after this one, so it should be fine. Alright, let's deploy. Commander, I'm not picking up any active hostiles anywhere. This place looks deserted. Let's move up and recon the facility. Once we know what we're dealing with, we can move in and occupy the depot. Okay.
Here we go.
Let's pan around so that we're moving toward our destination. And it would be nice to keep someone along this ridge if possible.
Waiting for orders.
So I think that's going to be Glitch's job. She has a lot of long-range weaponry. That's one thing I wish this had, was a better readout for like range rather than having to hover over. So, very long and extreme. What about you? Very long, standard, and extreme. So, essentially the same. In that case, since you're in a little bit lighter mech, I'll have you do it. But yeah, let's keep you moving along the ridge.
Coordinates received.
Medusa, let's see. I could run you along it as well and then have you jump down into this area. That would be kind of interesting. The only other option is to kind of follow it along this way. Yeah, let's do the slightly more aggressive route. And then Viking will push this way. Along with Behemoth. So those two are going to do the frontal assault. We got two other people flanking to the left, one of which is going to provide sort of overwatch and fire support. The other is going to kind of dive on in and attack them. Alright, so it's our turn again. We'll just keep moving. Is it easier if I move you first? I don't want you guys like tripping over each other. Let's see, that's got to have cover, so we'll do that.
On my way.
You're not going to get any cover, unfortunately. We'll put you right there. Again, trying to cover all our sectors here. I'm going to have you sprint to there.
Roger.
And the Vindicator is not going to move nearly as far. What the hell? There's no garrison. Wait, we're getting something. Commander, it looks like the garrison was on patrol and they're on the way back. Get ready for multiple contacts. Oh, great. So we're going to get, like, ambushed.
I read you, Commander. Moving out.
So how do they want me to handle this? Where's the enemy coming from? Like, do I need to go in there and defend it? Is that what they want me to do? It looks kind of like that's what they want me to do. What is that? Are those mines? Dropship is inbound to this location. Oh, okay. Well, set up there then, ready to fire on them. Let's see, I could have you jump down. Is there any dropships imminent in this area? Be kind of nice to know. I'm not seeing any, so maybe it's just that single one. It seems unlikely, but I don't see any other red triangles on the map. Maybe I missed them. But yeah, I could jump you down here and have you start moving toward them. Maybe that's what I'll do.
Time to fly.
Alright, and then Medusa, you're gonna be doing the same thing. Oh wait, I need to brace you, that's right.
Lifting off.
That is one hell of a jump. Luckily there's no leg damage there. Okay, right, let's get you over here, facing that way. Kind of want you staying right where you are. Next initiative is increased by 1, but that costs a lot of morale. Can I afford that? I don't know that I want to. Move. I wish there was like an overwatch. Just brace.
Confirmed. Holding.
Let's keep you pushing forward.
You betcha.
I'm gonna have you run and grab this, and we'll see what happens. That should trigger whatever's going on here. Hopefully they don't all spawn in this area. Okay, so that's gonna come down. And we've got at least one mech, which is a Panther. I actually quite like the Panther, so I might try to secure, well, we won't be able to secure it outright, but we will be able to potentially get some salvage of it. Let's see, Spider, or Medusa in the Spider, move up to here. You don't need to destroy all the buildings on your way. And then give him some medium lasers to the face. 2 misses, unfortunately. He's not very accurate in that thing.
No luck.
So who's up next? They are. Panther's moving up. We do have another contact back here. I'm going to assume it's 2 mechs. Ooh, that was pretty brutal.
Damn it, I've got an armor breach.
Yep. Yeah, you do. Those Panthers can shoot. Oh, 2 of them. Okay. And wow. You're going to need to get some cover there, buddy.
Internal damage. Incoming bandit.
Is that a 3rd mech? Yes, it is. It's another Spider. Yes. 2 direct hits with the lasers. I couldn't see if they hit or not. The camera was a little bit slow there. Okay, well,
On you, Commander.
It looks like you'll have a couple of direct shots from there.
Don't need to tell me twice.
Probably going to target this one first. What are our chances to hit? Not terrible. Unfortunately, the medium lasers are out of range. So we've only got 2 going in, but it's our 2 best weapons.
Time to die.
And it's about 50-50 whether or not they'll hit. Well, a couple of the rockets, or the missiles did.
Waiting for orders.
Oh, we can't move there. Apparently we're getting more dropships. That's going to be real fun. Can you just fire from here? You can. It's less than ideal, but kind of have to engage from a distance until we know what we're dealing with.
Taking the shot.
Damn. Well, again, we did a little bit of damage. Viking, let's make sure that you're in cover as well. We can't get you over there for whatever reason. We can put you in cover here, though. Interesting that it's not reading the dropship for him. Or maybe this just wasn't the area. Maybe it was further forward. Is that cover there? It looks like it is. Okay. So from here, we're going to continue to target this Panther. Unfortunately, only the AC-2s are going to be in range, but there's a decent chance that they'll hit. So let's go ahead and fire. Structure exposed. Probably would have been better doing that first. The missiles would have done more damage. Alright, Panther continues to move up. We might lose our spider here. Yikes.
Reporting. Critical hit.
Yeah. We'll try to get you behind something.
Commander.
There's really no cover over there, though. Like, you'd think these buildings would provide decent cover, but no, not really. He can't sprint either, because he's unsteady. So, what if I got you to there? Actually, no, get you to there. Prefer it if you were facing them, but that's really all I can do. And then we'll brace him in those trees so that he's a little bit more protected. I think these might block their line of sight as well. Let's see what they decide to do. Alright, so that one's coming to us. Yikes. That wasn't pleasant. Their spider's pushing up to where ours just fled from. What's he gonna do? He's gonna shoot at our spider with his... Oh no, our Vindicator. Gonna do a little bit of damage with those lasers, but not much.
Nothing, you hear me?
Okay, so what do we got here? Viking, what can you do to that one? Now he's in range of everything, so let's... Yeah, let's fire everything we have.
All weapons committed.
That was better. Nice, we got the big gun, I believe.
Enemy mech. Critical damage detected.
So that's one less weapon it can shoot at us with.
Standing by.
What do we want to do with you? Let's move you up. That's still technically cover, but you'll have a better shot because you won't be firing through trees. And we can go in on that spider, or we can keep the pressure on this Panther. Yeah, let's focus fire, prioritize our targets, and make sure we keep them down. Not our best shot, but I don't think a heat sink's really going to matter in this environment. Okay, Glitch, you're up. You can find some cover. Unfortunately, that's technically cover right there, so we'll do that. I'm a bit worried about that dropship, though. Something's going to come down, like, right on top of us. Alright, everything you got. Nice. Down it goes.
Should have run when you had the chance.
Okay. What are they going to do now? Looks like he's going to jump. That seemed unnecessary. Big hit on our Vindicator there with that heavy gun. I think that's the PPC. I think it's the same one that Glitch has.
Yes, Commander.
Kind of want to keep you out of combat, but you're already pretty damaged. I wonder if it's worth going for like a death from above. Probably not. But you can't attack anybody, so unless I move you somewhere where you can. Let's see. Oh, that is not cover. That is rough terrain. Whoops. Yeah, so yellow is cover, obviously. Orange is not. +4 difficulty to hit units within rough terrain with melee attacks. Yeah, so we shouldn't be standing on those. So that's really only glitch, but still, that could have been bad. Let's put you there where you actually have a line of sight.
On my way.
And we'll see if your medium lasers can at least contribute. But then that means they can fire at you too, so.
Confirmed.
Small trade-off. Oh nice, structure exposed. But he is in cover, whereas this one's not, so at least we have that going for us. Whose turn is it? I mean, I know it's their turn, but which mech? Okay, so it's the spider's turn. He's gonna move up toward us, firing on our spider. Oh, that's no good. Apparently that thing was only one hit from going down. Does that mean Medusa's dead? It said incapacitated, it didn't say killed. So I'm not 100% sure on that. I guess we'll find out. You need to not be where you currently are. Let's see, is there any cover I can get you to? I can put you there, and that still gives you line of sight. I guess that's better than, yeah,
On my way.
get you semi-protected in this tree line. Given what they're firing at each other, though, I don't feel like trees would have a whole lot of defensive properties. And down that thing goes. Alright, so it's just the Lone Panther, and then whatever comes out of this dropship that we're waiting for.
Yes, Commander.
I'd like to move up, but I really don't want to expose ourselves. And I'm a bit concerned about this. I don't want to have them deploying behind us. Oh, wait. You are down, not out. Let's see. Go for a body shot. And I guess just give it everything. There's no reason not to.
Firing full complement on him.
Hopefully that puts it down for good. Cool. There it is.
Enemy down.
Now it's just the Panther. Alright, Viking. Where can I get you? I guess I could move you up to there. Keep into the trees, staying out of that dropship landing zone. I'm pretty sure it's not going to trigger until we accomplish something, but still not going to risk it. Feel real stupid if I move under it and that's the turn it decides to land right on top of us. Okay, so the right arm is the heavy gun. Got it. The left arm doesn't have any weapon on it.
Light damage, Commander.
So that first shot we did on the other one, it didn't really mean anything. Let's get you to there. And we'll do everything into this one. Looks like the tree line obscured our shots a little bit, but we did expose the structure on that thing.
Standing by.
Behemoth, go ahead and, can you not hit from there? Oh, you can, okay. Yeah, everything you got.
Acknowledged.
Nice. Again, it was the left arm, but we did damage some other stuff and injure the pilot. So that works out. And then finally,
Good
glitch.
to go.
If they're landing there, I kind of do want to spread us out. So let's move you forward. We'll fire on this thing and we'll try to get her into these trees or something. Maybe we can surround the dropship and whatever comes out of it.
Affirmative.
Okay, cool. Did not down it, but we did take out the big gun, so this thing is basically running on 2 legs and whatever torso guns it has. Is it going to come headbutt me or something? Weird. Interesting choice. In that
Waiting
case,
for orders.
let's see. I don't mind you melee attacking it, but I'd prefer you go around from behind and do it. Because again, I wanted you in those trees. You know what? Scratch that. Let's see. Where is cover? Can you really not get to cover? It's being weird. I think she can move to that spot. It's like really hellbent on me not going there, apparently. But that's weird, because it generally doesn't show them unless you can move to them. But yeah, it won't let me move to any of these. Maybe those are sprint. Yeah, we'll sprint and face that way.
Double time.
Blackjack or Behemoth is... Blackjack. Viking or Behemoth is bound to be able to take this thing out, so we'll get her into position to deal with whatever comes out afterward. In fact, let's have Behemoth do this. I'm going to put you... Still have line of sight there. That gets you a little bit more space.
Moving to position.
So they can't, like, melee you right in the face when they come out. And we'll just fire everything we have. You know what? The AC-5 is probably not going to hit, so let's save that. We got enough of everything else to not really worry about it.
Copy.
Dropship inbound for landing. We're going to get in and out quick. Okay. Oh, so is this us? The depot is ours, Commander. We're ready to pull you out of there. I suspect Merrick will be very pleased with this haul.
Mission
Cool.
successful.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if that was going to be enemies or what. Okay. Top tier work, Commander. House Merrick is very happy with your performance. Keep it up and I'll make sure a lot more work comes your way. Fantastic. So we gain a little bit of reputation with the Free Worlds League. And a little bit of rating with the Mercenary Review Board as well. And then nearly 100,000 credits. So that's pretty nice. Then we get to take a look at this. Unfortunately, Medusa was killed in action. That's a real shame. And the spider was pretty well damaged, which is a bummer. So let's see. Potential salvage. Unfortunately, I only get one pick here. This is where having multiple would have been really nice, because we could have grabbed three Panther parts and had a new Panther mech right out of the gate. But I guess chances are we can still get one or multiple from the other random allocation. So we get what, 3? There is a lot of heat seeks and jump jets though, so maybe not. And then there is that PPC as well. I'm going to take this spider salvage, because that'll leave us only one away from being able to put together a spider. And then we have a pretty good chance of getting at least one of these from our roll. We're not going to get all 3 anyways, so there's no point in, you know, worrying too much about grabbing one. More than likely, though, we're going to get, like, 2 jump jets and a heat sink. But, you know, we can hope. So, let's see. 4 items received. And so I got 2 Panther parts. Wait, no. Sorry, 1 Panther part. 1 spider part. We got the PPC and we got a jump jet. I'm okay with that. That actually went about as well as it could have. I maybe would have traded the jump jet for another Panther part, but I'm good with that. All right, everybody, gather round. After our last talk, I bit the bullet and started fishing around for uncertified contracts, and I repeat, might have caught us something. Who's the client? Unknown. She didn't ID herself in the message, but she claims to be a member of the Canopian elite. She says that she's got a big job lined up and she wants us for it. Us specifically. She called the commander out by name. How would she even know about us in the first place? It isn't like we're drowning in publicity out here. Good question. I'm betting we don't have an answer. You're certain this client isn't really a bounty hunter? Because I can list off about 5 different banks that'll all love to repossess this ship. We're shopping for uncertified contracts behind the review board's back, Yang. Hell no, I'm not certain. But for what it's worth, I can confirm she's rich. She reached out to us with a priority HPG message. Those things aren't cheap. Let's see. We'll meet with this new mystery client, but that's all we'll do until we've heard her pitch. That's fair, Commander. We need to follow up on this, but that doesn't mean we can't be cautious. A meeting is just a meeting. What's the worst that could happen? I mean, they can ambush you at a meeting. Our new client vents us out into the airlock, and our corpses spend the rest of forever tumbling through the icy vastness of space. Thanks for that delightful image, Yang. Look, Firkin, I'll admit, this is sketchy as hell, but it's also the best lead we're likely to find. If you want to follow up, plot a course to Bellerophon. The client will be waiting. Alright, so the contract to meet with our Canopian mystery client is ready for review in the command center. Take a look when you're ready. Our mech warriors have picked up a fair amount of combat experience. Wants us to level them up. And don't forget, you can check on the state of our finances. Yeah. Medusa has died. That's a shame. Battle mechs need repairs. Yeah, the spider is in pieces right now, probably. I don't know. I don't think that the lighter mechs have a lot of utility. I mean, it's a scout, but the thing is, I don't need a scout necessarily. I need combat mechs. And it's really hard to outfit these in any meaningful way for combat. They just don't have the hard points to, you know, really do anything like that. I was considering maybe like flamethrowers or something. Or it would even be better if they had like a giant, I don't know, like some sort of like power sword that you could wield with your mechs. And then I could make it like very melee focused and just run it around and, you know, attack people like that. But I don't think there's any such thing in the game. Or if there is, it's probably a long way off from being in our hands. So for now, we'll definitely repair it. Oh, can we not afford to? State requires refit. Oh boy. Oh, so we have to just outright replace it. Well. What happens when we do that? Like, is it pulling from my salvage? I hope not. And then we lost the lasers on there. This thing is going to be a fortune to fix. I don't know if it's worth it, to be honest. We might just sell it, because it is going to be seriously so expensive to keep fixing this thing. And because it's so light, it's going to keep accruing damage like this. So, let's strip the equipment, strip the armor, and we might just salvage the frame. Let's see. However, the following issues must be fixed before it can be fielded. Yeah, it's missing all that stuff. Well, can't be helped. It's going to cost me 2,000 over a day to do this. But we'll have a bunch of free stuff that we can allocate elsewhere now. Okay. So yeah, kind of disappointing there. But, you know, what can you do? We might have enough money to look at, say, buying another mech. So, how are we holding up here? Decker's still hurt, and we did lose Medusa. It might be worth trying to hire somebody. Let's see what options we have here. So, there's Titan.
Yes, Commander.
Who's got some piloting skill. He might be worth picking up because he's fairly inexpensive. What's the deal with these guys? Ah, so we need a certain rating with the MRB to have any chance with them. Okay.
What's the plan?
We got Doc, who's better at tactics, and then Chaos, who's also a bit of a pilot.
Yes, boss.
Reporting.
His voice is kind of annoying, so I'm gonna go with this guy.
New mech warriors available.
Okay, so we got one extra just in case anything happens. Speaking of mech warriors, let's jump in here and level people up before I forget.
Commander.
So let's see, 1,200. That'll allow her to get some more points in gunnery, which is probably worth it given, you know, her mech's firepower. Make her more likely to hit.
Mech warrior training complete.
And that's basically everything she can afford.
Waiting for orders.
With glitch, Guts wouldn't be a bad idea. It would make her more resilient. But I could wait and spend it on this. Multi-target would be pretty useful for her. Oh, she already has it. My bad. Yeah, she already has it. Behemoth does not. That's right. So I could wait for that. I could grab this. I don't really care for sensor lock though. Bulwark, let's see. Gain guarded when remaining stationary. That's kind of useful. Because then all you have to do is not move and you get it for free. So maybe we'll go into Guts.
Training confirmed, Commander.
And again, in the meantime, that'll make her a little bit more resilient.
Commander?
You didn't fight, so you didn't gain any XP.
Standing by.
You're new, so you don't have any to spend. Viking, where do we want to put your points? Could go Tactics. What is that going to get me in the meantime? -1 indirect fire penalty. He doesn't have any indirect fire weapons, so that's not really all that useful. Don't have enough for... Oh wait, sorry, I do have enough for piloting. 10% chance to hit in melee, +1 unsteady threshold. I'm going to save his and maybe go in for gunnery as well. Because he's got a lot of firepower on that blackjack. And I think we'll leave it here for today. I kind of want to check out the other contract before we go into whatever that story one was. This one here. This doesn't say where, though. We have to travel to Bellerophon, but it doesn't tell us how long that'll take. This one we have to go to Detroit, but it does tell us how long, at least. So, yeah, I think I'd like to do this first. And I think I'm going to go for a little bit more salvage this time, a little bit less pay. Because that would definitely be useful. And that does remind me, I want to at least see what the... Well, I have to wait for them to strip it, but I want to see what this will sell for. Okay, so a little over 200,000, but that might be including the weapons and stuff currently on it, so we'll see after it gets refit. Anyways, we're going to leave it here for now, so thank you guys so much for watching. I had a great time playing some Battletech with you, and I look forward to seeing you guys back here for the next episode.